What's up, amigos? It's Chris Lewitt, back with you again for another Prodigy Maker Minute. As you may know, I'm the former #1 for Cornell University, pro circuit player, and elite junior development coach. I coach many of the best players in the US, and I'm also an author and educator, author of The Secrets of Spanish Tennis and the Tennis Technique Bible. In this Prodigy Maker Minute, we're going to talk about sports psychologists, tennis sports psychologists. Do you need one? And why you probably don't. So I have many junior players and their parents come to me and requesting help with a sports psychologist. And in my experience, working with some of the best juniors in the country, all the way down to just average kids who are trying to start their tournament journey, young kids, older kids, that the first things you want to focus on are the fitness of your player. And also you want to focus on a player's technique. So if you have a player who is technically unsound or lacking fitness, you should definitely address those issues first before you go out and find an expensive tennis sports psychologist. Some of the psychologists that I know in the business are charging $300 or more per hour, and I think you're much better off using that money on a great junior development coach, someone who can clean up your kid's technique, or on an excellent strength and conditioning coach, a wonderful trainer who can make your child fitter, tougher, stronger, build the endurance up. Because usually what's happening with a young player who's struggling with their quote unquote mental toughness is a lot of times they're getting fatigued and they're having trouble making decisions, or they're losing their emotional control because of fatigue. Or sometimes the player is maybe double faulting or missing shots at critical junctures because they have a flaw, a mistake in their technique, or maybe they haven't done enough proper repetitions in order to make the shot when it really counts. So if you're a parent, I would really urge you not to impulsively or instinctively go the sports psychologist route. I have nothing personally against sports psychologists. I have many friends who are excellent sports psychologists. I just think that in general, it's a mistake to not to go to a sports psychologist if you haven't cleaned up the fitness and the technique of a player. I think those are really important building blocks that sometimes you see a kid, for example, who's clearly out of shape or clearly has a technical flaw on the serve, and yet their parents are going out and investing in very expensive psychology sessions, which I think it's very much putting the cart before the horse. So tennis sports psychologist, useful, beneficial, maybe depending on your level and your needs, but in general, try to take care of the physical side, the fitness level, and also the technique. The technique is very, very important. Take care of those two building blocks first, and then try to address the psychology side. You'd be surprised that many times if you clean up the technique, if you get a kid fitter, some of those psychological issues, those mental problems, they tend to go away. If you like this little bit of wisdom, please check out my show, The Prodigy Maker Show, which is a full hour-long podcast and YouTube show. You can check it out at prodigymaker.com or YouTube/Chris Lewitt. That's my YouTube channel. Thank you, guys.